What did you want to say?
This one? Onye was the one This is ringing bell, but I cannot ring the bell. This is ringing bell, but I cannot ring the
we're supposing more insurance. But the point is very supposing more insurance, insure can insure the driver, insure and in case of anything. I don't know that they not more sure. But we are going to they do not and those two things. By the time I among the this fire push. We are going to money here in Kassan can they wait? Plus one. Maybe I'm going. The only thing that I have to here we met up no more can go you see, let me tell you,
many people claim as it's that not we can we are patiently waiting for you. They are begging you, you are on our knees. And speak the office to influence the government generally. Please have them pass through on us. We will have seen that. Fire situation. He said the government just you didn't see the new president. I am personally saying it and saying it again. Projecting one of the estates and controlling the fire assessment. Instead of Jordan, we are supposed to do that. They were doing rubbish. I nearly fought with them that day. If you even look at me, you will see the injury on me. It was in the process of trying to quench the fire with my bare hands. How could I do that when our fire service here? And they came on time. Please, you should try and influence the government to make sure that at least they should repeat this place for us. Because fire will continue to come every time. Though we are not praying for it. So, should they get anything like this? The moment they arrive, to whoever that is at that guy, know that. My name is Omoru. I go in shop. Why? There's no need for me to ban that. Also,
They are in my motor. I will Happy New Year.
Daniel Friday, the CEO, Daniel's Vintage Properties and Real Estate.
Okay, so we just returned from the fire incident scene that occurred on the 5th of January 2025, and we noticed your presence there with your boss, Honorable Okoh. So, what do you have to say concerning the incident?
You know, it was a sad one on the 5th of January. It's not what we, the car people, ever envisaged for. It was quite unfortunate. It was a tragic one. And my boss has once again demonstrated democracy, has once again demonstrated emotions to humanity. He flew all the way from the state where he went to visit his family. He came back and put a call through. We responded accordingly. We followed him up down to the place of the incident. The extent of damage is so tragic and sad. I actually feel for the victim of the inferno, the wildfire victim. Is not what we ever wish for our worst enemy, because life is precious, property as well is precious. Because what is life without means of livelihood? If you have life and your means of livelihood is being hijacked and swallowed by wildfire, there's no sense of living. So I really feel for them, and we tend to extend our hands of kindness inclusively and extensively to the victim of the wildfire. We encourage them to not to give up with life. Life is still very precious ahead of them. Hope is on the way. And encouragement and support is coming from the concerned citizens, from the political leaders, and from personal individuals like us. We'll be able to give the little we can. And I believe before now I've extended the little I can to some of the victims. Umekere, anywhere, just to support them. You know, because I can see the trauma they are passing through. The mental disorderliness they must have gone through, because it's like taking them back to the Stone Age, where invariably you have lost everything and starting up all over again. The journey is quite far. Honestly. They have been put in a state of redundancy. They have been put in a state of total pandemonium, economic dissemination. I feel for them, and I pray that God will come to their aid. Loved ones, concerned citizens will come to their aid and support them. And as a matter of fact, an addendum to what I've said, I would love the stakeholders, the concerned citizens, the Dane of Agbor, our most radiant and cherished Dane of Agbor, to set up a committee. Political leaders should as well. You know, it should be a collective idea, a collective support. You know, let them set up a committee that will be monitoring these trucks that are capable, that have the potentials to cause such an inferno. They should check the liquid upon which they carry, and they should guide them till they leave our densely populated area, because that environment is densely populated. It's one of our economic hub, one of the most significant of the economic hub of Ikaland. The place is so crowded and jam-packed, congested. Whatever happens, it's going to go wide. It's going to take lives. So we are begging that committee should be set up. We should not fold our hands because we don't know who is going to happen to. It could be, we don't know. We never pray such things should happen again. You understand? The recurrence of this incident should not happen again. We beg the God that we serve. We beg the God of Okoh, which is the creator of the heavens and the earth, should not allow such offense to happen again. You never know it's going to affect. So please, the trucks, the pedestrians, we, the motorists, the cyclists, we are scared. We are applying that rule henceforth since that incident. Although we have been experiencing similar incident, but that day one was disastrous. It was a savage attack. So we are so scared applying that rule. We are begging that monitoring team should be monitoring all the trucks that are passing that environment, that densely populated area, which is Mobi bus stop, so that such thing will not happen again.
Okay, sympathizing with the bereaved family concerning their loved ones, what word of hope do you have for them?
Yes, they should believe in God, because when you depend on man, certainly man will fail you, but God never fails. The Bible said that dry bone will always rise again. You see, what happened that day was more or less taking them back to the age of dry bone. But I still pass it to them, there's hope for resurrection. There's a hope for restoration. There's a hope of redemption where all lost properties will be restored. They will bounce back to their feet, and they should put God first and start up all over again. They should not take their life because of what happened, because material things will come and go, but life has great essence.
Hi, Zabi. Your name once again?
Mr. Friday.
Thank you.
Okay, my name is Mr. Okoh. I'm chairman of the non-governmental.
So, just returning from the incident scene of the fire disaster which took place on the 5th of January, being the first Sunday of the year, we noticed your presence there alongside with an honorable member representing Okoh South in the State House of Assembly. So, what was the importance of your visit there? I saw you people there, so what exactly did you do?
Okay, to start with, I want to demonstrate with the people that were involved in the tragedy that happened on the 5th of January early this year, on the fire incident. If you can recall that when the incident happened, the honorable member was not around, was not in the country, so he came back last night, and today we accompanying him as a lawmaker and as a leader representing the good people of the council. We accompany him to the scene to do a fact check of what has happened. And as the chairman of the Okoh Children in Diaspora, it's also an opportunity for me to see what has happened so that I can relate with my members, so that we can see how we can, on our own, support the victims. That was why my presence is there.
Who have lost their loved ones, what word of hope do you have for them? What message of hope do you have for them?
You know, they say God's giveth life and God taketh. At this point, the only thing we can tell them is just for them to take heart, because it has happened. Nobody planned for it. This is something beginning of the year, and we're experiencing this kind of tragedy. So it's something we should start off. So my encouragement and my words to them is just for them to take heart that God will replenish their pocket, and to the ones that lost their loved ones, that they should take heart that God giveth life and God take care. It's not easy to bear, but you can't question God that giveth life. So at this point, they should just try as much as possible to see how they can bear the take the pain, and God, I believe, will come to their aid.
So, talking of the operational fire service and other measures put in place to, to always respond to emergencies like this, how do you think the government can assist them?
I believe that has been a major issue we are facing, not only in Okoh land or in Delta State. It has been a major issue we are facing in the country, Nigeria. we can see in the social media where fire incident will happen, it will take several hours for the firefighters to arrive the scene. But in this case, we have the place the firefighters office is located is just like a 2 poles to the place. And we saw that they could not manage the situation so well, but we still appreciate them from the people that were at the scene. They said without assuming they didn't come on time or something might have happened more than what we witnessed there. But this is a wake-up call to the government that they should please come to the aid of the people to make sure these are the basic necessities of citizens. As a citizen, what are we benefiting from the government? If the government cannot provide basic amenities like this, like the fire service, Agbor water, clean water for people to drink, I don't think the people will be happy to vote them in. So we are calling on the government, not only the Delta State government, to the federal government, to equip and train the personnel at the fire service so that in case of issues like this, the people can respond immediately to put out the fire. So we are calling on the government. They should do their very best. We don't need 1 truck. In fact, we don't need 2 trucks here. We need at least 4 trucks in this Agbor. So at least that alone will be able to help the firefighters to attend to issues like this immediately. And to the personnel, they should train their personnel very well. You can see what one of the victims said, that the people there were not trained. So they don't have experience. These things are missing of the chemical and waters. It requires a lot of experience. So we are calling on the government to try as much as possible to train. They should employ people, open rooms for employment and train them. Not because your brother is an honorable member, you just sneak in the name for him to be working as firefighter. So that is just my plea and my call to the state government.
And finally, what message do you have for, it's barely 2 weeks now, it happened 2 weeks ago, and since then, government officials, NGOs, and several individuals have been coming to, visit the scene, and they've been making promises. So what message do you have for them? For them to keep their, their words?
The people, I would say the people these days, they don't believe in the people representing us anymore because of too many promise and fail. I've seen in the media the deputy governor was there, the NDDC chairman, the member representing Kanot, the local government chairman. In fact, so many elected officials and appointees of the government have been there. We don't want a situation whereby you just go there and just for snap pictures and jamboree and the Gen Z call it clout. We don't want people to chase clout with what has happened. Like the honorable member, I know him very well and I know what he can do. He's not a man that made a promise and he cannot fulfill. I believe we are going to be on his toe to make sure that all these persons that have made promises to these people, those promises will be redeemed as soon as possible because they need to start up their life. As you can see, some of them are standing under the umbrella. It's very painful that what you've labored for so many years, what you've labored for so many years, just in a twinkle of an eye, it has turned to ashes. So we are still calling on them that they should please. It's not about visiting. It's about implementing the promises you've made, keeping to the promises you've made to the people, so that these people can bounce back to their normal in that life. So we, as for the honorable member representing the Car South, Honorable Okoh, we, as his followers and the people he's representing, will still try and push him because he's the person we can see now. Okoh is in Abuja. So if we talk to him, he will talk to Okoh. This is an era where we don't fear anybody. You can see me here today, it's not because of anything, but because it's a cause that he wants to visit this place that we are here and we are accompanying him. And we know the kind of person he is. There are so many politicians that make empty promises, but him is not one of them that makes such promises. So we believe they are going to do the needful.
Okay, and finally, right at the scene there, we saw him acting upon his promises by giving out cash to a victim. So how would you comment that? What do you have to say to that?
No human being on earth is perfect. Every human being, every man or woman that has been created by God has his or her lapses. As you are criticizing another person, just know that you also, you have your lapses. Honorable Chukidandi is a man that I've known for quite a long time now. He's a promise keeper. At least you saw what happened there. Immediately he saw the lady, he felt bad and he asked them to give the lady
Move
a
with
little
compassion.
support. So that is to tell you the kind of person Honorable Chukidandi is. And we are going to make sure that he will continue to do the right thing. He's not a media person. He's not a media-friendly person. That is why maybe our ICASA people are thinking he's not doing anything. We are pushing him to come to the media because this is an era of media. If you're not in the media, the people will not see what you are doing. So Chukidandi has done well and shown the kind of love and support, and we hope that will bring a bigger support to the people that this fire incident has happened to.
It's okay. Thank you very much. Your name once again.
My name is Mr. Isoko Isioma, the chairman in Children in Darfur.
Leader. He has always demonstrated kindness in all facets of life. Much as I know him, I think he's doing well. He has always done well. I'm not surprised because I've seen him in several occasions showcasing this gesture to the vulnerables. And what he did today during this little visit of the fire victims, I'm not surprised. He's a good man. He has demonstrated democracy. He has demonstrated emotions to humanity. And he's a promise keeper, just as my colleague just said. And he's a man of the people. He's very accessible. One of the most significant things about Chukidandi is that he does not discriminate. He's very accessible, very accommodating, and he's full of communication. You can talk to him whenever you want to see him. You can put him on call, he picks calls.
So you are saying he's worthy of emulation?
Yes, it's worthy of emulation. His leadership is quite enviable, and I'm proud to work beside him. I'm proud to work for him. He's a good friend and ally to my Supreme Leader, Honorable Dr. Hilary Gbegbolem, which is my political boss. And stand by virtue of demographic. I'm the chairman, Hilary Foundation. So Chukidandi is doing well. He's doing the needful. He's representing us very well. We're all proud of him. Okoh is proud of him. He doesn't go to election ground and lose because of his antecedents. So he should keep up the good work.
It's all right. Thank you very much.
And this is death is an inevitable thing that will happen. And we all are just praying. One day we must also die. But the only thing we pray in life is for us to grow green and see our children before we go and join the Almighty. So please take heart, have confidence in the Lord so that you can be able to take care of the family. Thank you very much. And I know that what has happened, definitely a member representing this constituency, I've communicated it to the governor and the authority. We are looking into it. Okay. In no distant time, we'll come back to you. I'm also aware that my colleagues have come here. And we have formed a committee. We're going to look into it and we'll do something on that. And thank you so much. Yeah.
Because it was a promise that you made when we interacted that day.
Yeah.
That you were not around, and when you come back, you come and see me. And this fulfilling that same promise, meaning that you're a man of assurance and integrity. I want to thank you because many persons have been coming, group of people and others, consoling me and others. So you have equally come as you promised. I pray that God will help you and God will lift you. Where you are now is the beginning of what God wants you to, where God wants you to be. And no man, no woman can stop your mission. And every other person that accompanying him to my house, I say God will bless all the people. In time when you need people to be around you, they will never run away from you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Once a month and
They carry you for how you want. Government
My Helen, you know this something. Man, government nowhere, so nowhere the other man. He handle it, man. No, because to the
Africa. No, even Oscar Jabin. I'm grateful. Me apa me.
yeah.
No move jail now. And because they want you put you push for me. The first day, hopes of Bianos me. I'm going to and superior that's for therefore yeah, thank God for in the middle of very much now. Done. Honorable, they came in last night and said we should escort him to come and see you, to commiserate with you on the loss of your son. Joining him is Star Stevie Ode, a member of Considerable Citizen. Judo Ibo left his office in Benin to join him. And of course, our chairman, Mr. Echiobo. And Engineer Lawrence Ondano. Plus the world chairman of PDP, Ward 1 and 8.
And I send my people come here to see you and also give you words of encouragement, also sympathize with people. You know, we don't pray for things like this. When it happens, we try as much as possible to take heart, because God said that for every situation we find ourselves, we should give him thanks and name for the miracle. You understand? So we don't pray to lose our dear ones, but if it happens, we just have to pray it, put everything in cancel. You understand? So I know we have communicated with the government and know this time maybe they will look into the issue. Right? So please, you have to take heart. So I decided to come with my friends, my family, to come and sympathize with you. So take it easy. God will bless you. Yeah? Thank you so much.
Court.
Thank you, sir. Oh, yeah, I'm not gonna say the tribe. As from Anambra. Yes.
Oh boy. You know, put mic.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah,
When they live there now, they go.